Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Doc Sadler, presented by Bank Corp South. Good week for the Golden Eagles. They close out a 3-game homestand at Reed Green Coliseum with a couple of victories, a Thursday night win over the UTEP Miners, and then an exciting win on Saturday night against the Roadrunners of UTSA. And Doc, so good week, as I said, for the Golden Eagles. It started on Thursday night against a UTEP ball club that, it's a talented ball club, a lot of good players there, but boy, that was kind of a battle right to the end, but you guys pick up a good win there.
No question about it. UTEP always has a great program and a great team, and everyone here is very familiar with Tim Floyd, and so it was going to be a tough basketball game, and it was. And we got off to such a slow start to begin the game, being down 17-3, and but our guys were getting good shots and getting open looks, and I kept telling them in 2 different timeouts that, there's nothing we can do. We're getting as good a shots as we can get. We're not taking bad shots. Eventually, somebody's going to start making some, and that's what happened. And we got the game back to a 4-point game at halftime, and then come out in the second half and got off to a good start, and kind of took control of the game midway through the second half. And again, we had some guys step up. Raheem Watts hit a couple of big shots. Quentin Campbell made some threes. So it was a good night for us. And then defensively, that's been what we've done all year. And I think we did that. We did a good job again on Thursday night, holding them to a low percentage from the field.
You talk all the time about the character of this basketball team, and I think that showed on Thursday night. When you get in a hole like that, 17-3, a lot of teams would, maybe just say, well, it's over with. But your guys just play harder and harder and do what you tell them to do, and they get back in the ball game.
No question about it. I've said from day one when we recruited these kids, one of the most important things that we did was recruit character. And we've had some tough times this year. We've played some good basketball, but not consistently, and therefore we didn't win a lot of ball games early. I knew going into the season with this many young kids and this many new junior college players, it was going to take some time. But character in the long haul has paid off, and now we're starting to play good basketball, and you got to credit our guys for that.
No question or no mystery about how you win games like the UTEP game. When you get ahead like that and they're going to come after you all over the court, you got to take care of the basketball, go to the line and make free throws, and you did both of those things on Thursday night.
Yeah, we did. And again, the free throw line the last couple of games has been good to us. We've gone a lot. We've shot right at 80% against UTEP at the free throw line. So, when we do get put in that position, we're taking advantage of it, and that's a credit again to our players. We shoot free throws each and every day, and they take it serious, and I think it's paying off.
Hi, it was Southern Miss and the UTEP Miners on Thursday night at Reed Green Coliseum. Let's go back and take a look at all the action. Back to Jackson, up top Price, right side, here's a 3 on the way, bingo, Ramey hit it, that's a shot he was practicing. Edwards driving, feeds Rowe, and Rowe lays it up and in. Good strong move by Tim Rowe to the bucket. Price to Campbell, left corner, wide open, Thomas for a 3, and he hit it, bingo. Gotta hit those, they left him open, Rob hit it. To Campbell a jumper out front, bingo! Boy, Campbell off to a bad start shooting, but he drilled that one. Campbell driving under the bucket, out front, Watts will shoot a 3, bingo! Oh, Raheem Watts back-to-back threes. Price bounce pass to Watts. Watts squares up to the bucket, jumper on the way, good by Watts from 15 feet. Eagles have battled back to tie the ball game. Kari Price front court to Ramey, a 3, right side by Ramey, bingo! Eagles have their first lead of the ball game. Driving, spinning, out front, Eagles to Campbell, a 3 out front, bingo! Quentin Campbell. 5 inside spin, give it back out front, spot up 3 by Jackson, bingo! That's good ball movement by the Golden Eagles in Cortland Jackson's first field goal. Eagles the other way, Jackson driving inside, puts it up and in, and he got fouled on the play. And Rowe fakes, drives down in the lane, spins, leans, puts it up with the right hand and in. That's a good move. Boy, that kid is getting better and better every week. Jackson driving back out front. Here's a jumper by Campbell on the way. A three, bingo! Quentin Campbell drills another three. It is over, and the Eagles come from behind and win it tonight at Ray Grant Coliseum.
Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Doc Sadler is brought to you by Bancorp South, right where you are. And brought to you in part by the City of Hattiesburg, a proud sponsor of Southern Miss Athletics. UPS, from figuring it out to getting it done, UPS is here to help. Hattiesburg Coca-Cola, want a taste of everything? Drink Coke Zero with real Coke taste and 0 calories. We'll be right back with This Week in Southern Miss Basketball right after this.
And once again, back on Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Doc Sadler, presented by Bancorp South. Well, Saturday night was, among other things, Clarence Weatherspoon Day at the Ray Grant Coliseum, but also the site of a Golden Eagle victory. The Golden Eagles an 86-70 win over the Roadrunners of UTSA. And Doc, you had told me before the ball game that you thought UTSA might be one of the more talented ball clubs in this league. They were, at the time, maybe playing as well as anybody in the league, so you knew it was going to be a tough one, and it was throughout the night till you finally were able to pull away there at the end.
Well, going into the game, I think offensively they're one of the more tougher teams to defend, and so Saturday I knew we'd have to be playing our best basketball, and the first half, you take away the three that we fouled, and then you take away an easy basket that we gave up on a back door. If you take those two plays away, we could have held a very, very explosive team to 24 points on the defensive end. So I was pleased with their effort. And again, coming back after a Thursday night game and then playing on Saturday, you didn't have a lot of prep time. But our guys are beginning to understand that. So I was, again, very, very pleased with how they played on Saturday night.
Two guys we just talked about, Raheem Watts and Quentin Campbell, both gave you some early shots out there, good shots from the perimeter that helped you get out in front early.
Well, again, we spend a lot of time, John, in practice shooting the basketball, but this was probably the best game that we played on Saturday as far as shooting it. I mean, you're 50% from the field, and you're shooting 84% from the free throw line. So again, when you're getting shots and the players are taking the shots that they work on in practice, your percentage is going to go up. And at the same time, we are getting opportunities to get easy baskets because they're starting to understand a little bit more what we look for.
And the Roadrunners are a ball club that like to pressure you all over the court, and they did that particularly in the second half. And you for the most part, you handled it pretty good. You got fouled, got to the foul line, got a few easy baskets, but still they were able to put some pressure on there late in the game and try to battle back into it.
Well, again, the only time that we really made a mistake against their press was a 10-second violation, and I thought it was a really quick one, but our guys stuck with it. They executed down the stretch, and when they were being aggressive, our guys were strong with the basketball. We got the ball moving, and then when we did get fouled, again, like I said, we made free throws.
All right, it was the Golden Eagles and the Roadrunners of UTSA on a Saturday night at Ray Grant Coliseum. Let's go back and take a look at all the highlights. drive but cut off. Back to Watts off the right wing. Here's a jumper on the way by Watts. Bingo! He hit it a three. Boy, Watts, who hit a couple of big ones on Thursday night. Campbell to Blevins straight away. Left wing Jackson. Jackson going to drive to the bucket. Reverse layup good by Cortland Jackson. His first bucket. Golden Eagles lead 8-5. Campbell up top. Jackson open. He'll shoot a three and bingo. Cortland Jackson off a pick open. Hits the three. Golden Eagles lead it 11-7. Price front court fakes, drives, dumps it into Rowe, and Rowe lays it in with a left hand. Great assist from Kari Price. And Rowe's got his first bucket. 18 on the shot clock, plenty of time. Over to Ramey, a three out of the left corner, bingo. Now Mike was practicing those again before the game. And he hits his first one, that's always a good sign. Thomas looking inside the body there. Back to Watts, a three straight away. Bingo! Raheem Watts has got the stroke going tonight. That's his second three. 22-13. Cross courts it to Price. Price right corner. Jumper by Campbell on the way. Bingo! A three by Quentin Campbell. His first three. Jackson back to Watts. Watts turns, shoots a long three. Bingo! Boy, what about Raheem Watts? That looked like it was off the mark, but it went in. Price left wing Campbell. He'll shoot a three off the wing. Bingo! Quentin Campbell, good time that time. It took his time. Price faking and driving the lane to the wing. Here's Campbell with a three. Bingo! Quentin Campbell. Boy, the Q man is hitting them tonight. 3 threes. 35-26 Southern Miss. Watts fakes the three and passes to Campbell. Back to Price. 8 on the shot clock. Price going to get a pick from Watts. No, Price going to shoot it. Bingo! Now they were looking for Watts, and Price buries the three. His first bucket of the night. 39-31 Southern Miss. Campbell out front. Jackson, a three straight away. Bingo! Well run play that time of the Golden Eagles. 3 threes for Jackson. Bounce pass down low. Here's Watts working inside on O'Brien. Fall away jumper. Good with the right hand. Beautiful shot by Raheem Watts. His first bucket of the second half to Blevins. Blevins back to Campbell. Campbell going to drive to the bucket, go up and lay it in with the right hand. Nice drive by the Q. 11 for Campbell. Left corner Thomas open for a three. Bingo! That's the freshman Rob Thomas sucks in his first three. Price out to Watts. A three straight away by Watts. Bingo! Career night for Raheem Watts. Watts has knocked in 19 points for the Golden Eagles. Kari Price, bounce pass back door. Campbell down inside, backed it in, going down. Oh, he hung in the air, twisted and banked it in. Big bucket there. The Golden Eagles grab the lead early and go on to win it by 16, 86-70.
People ship all kinds of things
But what if that thing is a few 100,000 doses of flu vaccine
that need to be kept at 41 degrees.
while being shipped to a country where it's 90 degrees? In the shade.
Sound hard? Yeah.
Does that mean people in Laos shouldn't get their vaccine?
We didn't think so.
From figuring it out to getting it done.
We're here to help.
Thank you so much for this prestigious award. I would like to thank my friends and family.
Time for your homework.
Coming, Mama. As I was saying, I would also like to thank my educators for all they've done with me. Without them, I couldn't do anything.
And the winner of the first place award for small cities is Hattiesburg, Mississippi for the Education Initiative.
What are you doing back there, Haley?
Feeling like a winner.
And welcome back, everybody, to Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Doc Sadler, presented by Bancorp South. Well, as you know, from time to time, we sit down and visit with one of our great Golden Eagle basketball players, and today, none better than this guy, the legendary Clarence Weatherspoon, who was a 4-year starter and a 4-year leader of the Golden Eagle basketball team, late 80s and early 1990s. And Clarence, of course, the other night it was Clarence Weatherspoon Day at Ree Green Coliseum, a very special day. I'll ask you about that in a minute, but just think back, those 4 years you spent at Southern Miss. When you think about that, what sort of sticks out in your mind?
Well, I think the growth, when we first got here, we was coming together as a team behind that, the great team, the NIT team. We was part of that. Those guys recruited my group in here. So you bring in, those guys, Darren Jenkins, myself, Marcus Crow, Ricky Jones. You put together 4 or 5, guys in a class that come in together. That's just the growth that we had, coming together like that.
I know I've heard you talk before that when you got here, a little bit of a chip on your shoulder maybe. You had won all kinds of awards at some of the all-star camps in and around the country. You came to Southern Miss, but the minute you got on campus, which was in the summertime,
yeah.
I mean, everything was geared towards, one, doing well in the classroom, but also kind of proving everybody wrong that Clarence Weatherspoon could play the game of basketball.
Yeah, definitely. I like you said, during those 2 summers, really, I played in all the national camps, played with, all the McDonald's All-Americans, did really well. Our high school team played for a state championship. So, my thing was, it seemed like, I wasn't a winner. I wasn't a quality player, but, I did all the things that quality players do. Play good during the summer, lead your team to the state championship game. So, like my high school coach, James Grounders, would always tell us, they think that way coming from a small town, coming from a small high school. So you go in there and, and just play. When they play the game of basketball. So that was my edge. I just wanted to play.
You were a guy when you got here that helped Southern Miss do things they'd never done before. Won a share of a Metro Conference regular season championship. Went a couple of times to the NCAA tournament. You were lucky enough to be the freshman of the year in the Metro Conference and 3-time player of the year in the Metro Conference. So that had to be exciting. I mean, you were a part of some of the greatest moments in Southern Miss history.
Yeah, that was exciting times. But, I was so concerned about, being a team player, wanting to win so bad. That actually went over my head until my senior year. I didn't really think about that in terms of what we was accomplishing as a group until my senior year, until, like I say, some of the guys that was with us had left. Now I'm here as the senior and the leader of a team that was really good because we done had 4 guys who had been there through the same fight. So that's when it all clicks in, when you look around and say, man, what the other 4 guys at?
You were a guy, though. You were a guy that, you never left anything out on the basketball court, and you really kind of demanded that from your teammates. Where did that sort of work ethic come from?
Well, growing up as the youngest of 10 kids, you better be prepared to compete and do and work hard and do the things that's asked of you because, being the youngest, everybody got that edge on, everybody got to say so. So, I always wanted to, fit in. I always wanted to be prepared, That's why, I tried so hard in the classroom, tried so hard in practice, and in games, because you never know. This could be the last opportunity you get.
Well, it wasn't for you, though. You went on 13 years in the NBA, and again, I don't think a lot of people thought this guy can last in the NBA, but you proved them wrong. 9th pick of the draft your senior year, and 13 years in the league. That's quite a career.
Yeah, like I say, going into the draft, which was a blessing, a great opportunity for me and my family. But it was the same thing. Should I have been a lottery pick? Should I have went that high? I was supposed to follow Barkley, but all I wanted to do was create a niche and a career for myself, and being able to go from scoring to defense to rebounding. I was able to adjust as you play with other players, other great players. You have to adjust your game to give you some longevity in the game. So that's when I learned, hey, I might not get 12 shots tonight. I better rebound every night. I better play defense every night. So you do the things that, transform you into a better player, a better all-around player.
Well, we can't talk to you without asking you about the coaches you played for here at Southern Miss. Of course, Coach Turk, who's no longer with us, but he's the guy who saw that something in you, along with Robert McInnes and Ralph Moore. Those guys were instrumental in your career.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Looked at Coach Turk as a father figure. Him, Coach Mack, Coach Moore, those guys, man, they stayed on me when I was in high school. But like I say, one of the things that I like so much about it, they were always asking me, Clarence, how's your grades? How's your mom? And so, that stuck. And then coming down here and saw how much fun the guys played with. You come out, see Casey shoot from half court, Randolph playing center, shooting threes, Derek Duncan, John bringing the ball up on offense at 6'7", 6'8". So, man, they kind of start sticking with you. So, hey, those guys look like me. They 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". Coach Turk letting them play all over the field. We having fun. Hey, so this might be a good fit.
It's been a little over 20 years since you played for the final time at Southern Miss. So when you think about Southern Miss, I know it's special to you, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You look at all the growth. That's one of the things. You look at the facilities. You look at campus. You look at the diversity of the student body. And, it all done changed, but it all remained the same. So many familiar faces still here, still working with the program. Every time I hear that John Cox voice, they bring back those memories. So, it's just a home feeling.
Well, congratulations on all your accomplishments, and congratulations on Clarence Weatherspoon Day. And thanks for letting me be a part. I was lucky enough to see every game you played at Southern Miss, so it was great being a part of that. So congratulations. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us, and we look forward to seeing you at a lot more Golden Eagle games over the years.
Oh, it's always been a pleasure to be a part of it, to come back and still be a part of it. So, it was a great opportunity afforded to me, and so, this is my way of giving back to the school, the community, and just showing my loyalty.
Well, this guy's a legend, folks. We're talking about legends all the time. This guy is a legend here at the University of Southern Mississippi. The great Clarence Weatherspoon, our guest today on Southern Miss Sports Today with Doc Sadler. We're back with more right after this.
Southern Miss fans, show your pride with real Golden Eagles gear from the official online store, shop.southernmiss.com. You'll find everything a Golden Eagles fan needs, from jerseys to sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of Golden Eagles products, including official team merchandise from Russell, when it comes to Golden Eagles pride, there's only one place real Southern Miss fans go, shop.southernmiss.com.
And we're back once again on Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Doc Sadler, presented by Bancorp South. Well, the Golden Eagles now ready to hit the road for a couple of games in Conference USA. We'll talk about those in a minute. But real quick, Doc, we just saw a sit-down we did the other night with Clarence Weatherspoon. It was his day at Reed Green Coliseum. Had a great turnout to honor one of the legends at Southern Miss. And you were a part of a reception we had here at the Coliseum before the ball game. Kind of neat to see all the people that turned out to remember Spoon and thank him for what he did at Southern Miss.
Well, there's no question, the history of the program has been very, very strong, and he's a big part of that. And as I talked before the game to the fans that showed up, I don't know that people really understand the commitment and time that he gives back to this program. I think that's probably the most positive thing that he does, and your time is precious, and everybody's asking for it, but he always finds time to help this program, this university, and that just speaks to the type of person that Clarence is.
All right, you take the Texas swing this week at North Texas on Thursday night, at Rice on Saturday. What do you know about North Texas and Rice?
Well, Saturday night, they played each other in Rice at Rice, and Rice came away with about an 8-point win. So, as you well know, going on the road is always very difficult. North Texas is one of the more talented teams that will play, and we get them later in the year at home. But spending yesterday and today watching tape on them, they are very, very explosive. We're going to have to be on top of everything that we do. And again, if we can make shots like we did Saturday and Thursday, then we'll have a chance on the road. I challenged our team the last 2 days in practice. Is to we won at home, now let's be tough enough to go on the road and grind out a 35-minute game, and then the last 5 minutes of let's have a chance to win it.
And this is a kind of a new situation for your team. You talked about this after the game, is you had to figure out how to play when you got the lead like you did in the ball game against UTSA. Now you got to go on the road with a little bit of a swagger, riding a 2-game winning streak. You got to learn how now to go out and win on the road a little bit.
No question about it, and it's a totally different ball game. Saturday, we got the lead, and I thought there was 2 or 3 opportunities that you just control the clock because you had enough points, and you're going to get fouled in the way we make free throws that you'd go the free throw line, but we got aggressive and turned the basketball over, and then probably more than anything is the defensive end. We didn't do as good a job as I would have liked for us to do the last 5 minutes. So we've spent the last 2 days really working hard on that, and hopefully we'll be tough enough and solid enough on Thursday to have a chance to get a road win.
Is it more important to be a better defensive team on the road than it is at home?
Well, I mean, your shots. You usually shoot it better at home, but the thing that you always are going to have, and the thing that this program needs to build on, is that defense can be there each and every night. So that's got to be your foundation no matter what. And then when you have good nights of shooting the basketball and not turning it over, then you've got chances to win.
Doc, congratulations on the 2 wins last week over UTEP and UTSA, and we'll see you next week.
Hey, thanks, John.
All right, the Golden Eagles at North Texas on Thursday night, at Rice on Saturday, and don't forget Monday nights we're at Mugshots Grill and Bar in Hattiesburg with the Golden Eagle Hotline. Come on by, have a lot of fun, and visit with us. We'll talk a little Golden Eagle basketball. That'll do it. Have a great week, everybody. See you next time. Another inside look into Southern Miss basketball.
Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Doc Sadler has been brought to you by Bancorp South, right where you are. And brought to you in part by the City of Hattiesburg, a proud sponsor of Southern Miss Athletics. UPS, from figuring it out to getting it done, UPS is here to help. Hattiesburg Coca-Cola, want a taste of everything? Drink Coke Zero with real Coke taste and 0 calories. This has been a presentation of IMG, America's home for college sports.